Appointments. The clerk will read the appointments.
Resolved that the Speaker makes the following appointments. The Honorable Mark Corman of Montgomery County be appointed as Majority Leader.
The goal that we have in passing this bill is not to chip away at Second Amendment rights, as hard as it may be for some minority party members to believe. It's to reduce gun violence of all kinds, gang violence, mass shootings, self-inflicted gunshots. We want to put protections in place to, in some cases, take down the temperature. Thank you, Madam Speaker. So much we consider the readings of House Bill 750 through 799. It's Read Across America Day, I learned this morning, so I want to encourage you to actually read the testimony from the Maryland State Police, because it was suggested on the floor that somehow this small group of people might be inherently more corrupt than anybody else, and that is not what the Maryland State Police testimony says. So I just want to correct the record on that briefly. And I would encourage you all who have little kids like I do, my kids are of the ages the Minority Leader was describing, 11 and 6, that you should talk to your kids and you should try to communicate with your kids and have the relationship with them where they won't feel concerned about having their private information reported to you. But unfortunately, not everyone out in the world is as loving a parent as the parents in this room. And so for those children, we want to make sure they have this layer of protection, and that's why I'll be voting in favor of this bill. I think the point's been made. It would just be good if we kept to the facts of our amendments and our bills and not conjure up conspiracy theories in real time. I think we have enough of that when we scroll on our phones. His bill, in addition to being extremely expensive and leaving quite the tab for my Appropriations Committee chair to figure out how to reduce funding to education, healthcare, and public safety to pay for, is not income restricted at all, and would say to some of our highest earners that we're going to make all of your income once you're over a certain age tax-free. I don't think that's very fair. I don't think that's very equitable, and we tried to address that in a much more targeted way in the last legislative session. So again, this bill is about those who are poor and are relying on Medicaid having the same benefit that those of us who don't rely on Medicaid for our medical procedures have. It's a simple case of equity. And in fact, if you read the fiscal note, it thinks this bill may affect as few as 25 people. But that's fine with me, because those 25 people should be treated just the same as if it was me or my child going to our private medical provider with our private insurance getting care. And for that reason, Madam Speaker, I ask the body to vote green on this important legislation. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stands adjourned.